feel weird because I can't see my baby boy Brian right in front of me, but I know he's there with me in spirit.
We're here.
Where are we, Brian?
It's us,
Who are we?
guys. Oh my goodness, we are Sasquatch Armada. This is a new thing we're doing. It's called Conversation Starter.
Yeah, we're gonna start conversations. We're just gonna be like, hey, did you get the... And then we're gonna walk away from you. And sometimes we'll be like, maybe, holy shit, did you see? And then just, again, walk away from you. And that conversation started. You can keep having that with whoever you're talking to. And maybe at the end of that, you'll find some friends, you'll find some lovers, and maybe you'll just find a good sandwich. And that's really what we're here to do. We're here to help you find a fucking sandwich.
We're here to find the best sandwich beginning conversation you've ever heard of.
I need to know what sandwich you're looking for right now, Brian.
Oh, man. If I could have a single Sammy in my mouth.
Tell me.
In my mouth lips.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would probably
give me those
be
wet lip noises.
I would start with like a nice like a probably rye bread, because you like to start with the strong topping, which would be rye.
Like he switched into like nerd accent for rye.
You said lip noises. I don't know what that meant.
It means whatever you need it to, baby.
I would probably do a nice rye bread. Then I think I would go straight for pastrami, because it's the best of sandwich meats.
It's the best of the amis for sure, except for maybe umami. Depending on what cuisine you're looking for. If you're looking for like barbecue cuisine, umami is not the cuisine for your mouth.
That's true. I would say that technically pastrami could fall within the category of umami, if I understand it correctly, which I don't.
It's the next flavor. It's also something you can say when your mom comes up and she's like, she throws poop at you, and you're just like, ooh, mommy. Ooh.
That's a sandwich I'd eat.
That's most often where I get using the phrase umami.
Yeah.
I also use it in relation to the phrase tsunami, because umami tsunami sounds dope. I don't know what it would be.
Pretty great. But that brings me back to your original statement on that pastrami is the best ami. I would argue that tsunami is better.
Tsunami is a pretty good ami.
Simply by force of nature, maybe.
Dude, there's a lot of nature. And okay, so we've spent enough time not talking about what we're doing.
What are we doing, Caleb? This is your new creation idea.
I'm excited to do it. It's going to be fun. Well, I'm Caleb. This is Brian.
Hi.
We're Sasquatch Armada. We make shit on the internet using games to do dumb things, usually that the games aren't meant to do. And this is going to be kind of like a flashcast, if you will, like a quick podcast, video talk show that we're going to try to do weekly before we stream. We'll come up with a more regular schedule as we go forward, but it's going to be called Conversation Starter. And we'll be talking about kind of broad topics to get a conversation going. Usually that things are kind of like polarizing and have, people with very warranted opinions on either side of them. Yeah. And then, so we'll basically, the format of each show will be, we'll talk most likely about nothing, and then we'll talk like 5 minutes about the actual like related thing.
That sounds about right for us.
Yeah, we already did it. Show's over, it turns out. But we'll do that for probably like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to switch over to questions, at which point we'll interact with stream, and the stream can ask us questions, we'll talk to them. And when the stream's not asking us questions, we'll make it seem like we have followers and friends by asking our own questions. And that'll be great.
For us.
Yeah. It'll be fun. But yeah, so this is Conversation Starter, and we're going to start off the first one by talking about grievances.
That's right. When you're feeling sad when something went wrong.
I have many grievances.
No, that's not what we're talking about, Caleb.
Shit,
we're already off track.
Already, Brian. God damn it. Can you fix me? Brian, can you fix me in this podcast?
Caleb, I've known you for it must be upwards of 16 years.
Very upwards of at least 3 minutes.
At least 3 minutes since we've started talking, and
yes.
I can't fix you. You're broken.
Shit, I knew it.
So, sorry.
I don't know what to look at because you're not on the screen. It's weird.
So yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'm staring straight at my webcam mostly.
I'm trying to, but I feel like anxious because I don't do that enough.
It's like a blue eye. Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, you keep going.
So what we're actually going to talk about, not grievances, but griefing. in general. And I'll kind of preface it because I think I've probably experienced more of it in the long run and long term than you potentially, because I've played multiplayer games for quite some time.
So start by telling me what a griefer is and what that phrase means.
A griefer, for those who are not familiar, and I think most people probably are that would listen to us, but if you aren't, it's a person who basically is mean towards another person on the internets, typically in gaming fashion. So like a cyberbully. That was my first question. We'll get into that in a second. But it's someone who treats another human being in a video game very horribly in the express I can't think of the word, but they're just trying to piss you off for no other reason than to piss you off.
They're game trolls.
They're game trolls, and they're common. They're all over every multiplayer game you've ever played. You've probably been griefed at some point, I would say.
Is this from like your regular Call of Duty racists to
I don't know if I would throw those in as...
They're not griefers, they're just assholes?
I think those are assholes. Yeah, I don't think that's like griefing. I think griefing is like specifically where you are using game mechanics to
harass
be a troll towards someone. Exactly,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like video game harassment.
It's video game harassment using the video game itself rather than using its voice or its chat or whatever.
Well, that sounds mean, Brian.
I
don't know if I feel comfortable with that, but I'm kind of really intrigued by that. Can you tell me about the tiers of griefing?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Once you've let a tear fall down from your eyeball meat because of griefing, it means that you've failed.
What if the griefing causes the tear to fall into my eyeball meat? And then is my meat more salted? Would you eat my eye meat?
It's just reminding me of pastrami again, Caleb.
Yes, okay. Well, make an eye meat sandwich. Put a little mayonnaise on it. Put a little mustard on it. And then give it to your mom and be like, hey, eat my friend's eye meat. What happens next? Choose your own adventure.
Well, first of all, I would say, Mommy, I'm not a cannibal. I know you want me to drink the tears from my own eye meat.
No, she's not serving you the sandwich. You're serving it to her.
Well, fortunately, that's you. I didn't finish my story. I'm not a cannibal, Mommy, but you are. So that's why I'm serving you my eyeball meat.
Ooh, solid recovery, my friend. You've done a good job.
Actually, Caleb, that brings a question to my mind.
What?
Is drinking your own tears, does that make you a cannibal?
Well, let me ask you this. Does drinking your own piss make you a cannibal? If so, guilty of being a nice person and not a cannibal.
I see.
I gave $1 to a child today. I said, hey, you're a horrible meat sack. Get out of here.
You did the old switcheroo on me.
Yep.
I can't say I didn't see it coming.
A regular herring. Okay, well let's talk more about griefing. So, reason we wanted to talk about griefing.
Yeah. Why do we bring it up right now?
Because it's come up recently. We've been playing 2 games that regularly involve griefing, and I kind of both very much hate and very much love it. Those games
there's like different levels of griefing, which I think we were talking about really quickly today. Which
some of them are rad, some of them are bad. Others make people sad.
Right? Some of them are about dads.
All of them are about dads. All levels of griefing are about dads. Let's get that fucking straight right now.
Okay? It's complete.
Cool.
So what were we doing? We were playing a game called Sea of Thieves recently, weren't we?
Pirate sim real life, big dog. That's the box art description on that. I just read that off the computer screen. It's not very good copy, so good job, Rare. All right, that's the show.
You didn't explain how we were griefed. We were griefed in Sea of Thieves, were we not?
We were. I thought you were just asking what the game was.
No.
No. So we were playing this beautiful, beautiful pirate game where we were pirates sailing on the sea and we were finding treasure. And we found all this treasure and it came in boxes and we opened those boxes and we sold it to this like haggard man in a tent and that man was like, here's money. And then we left the treasure chest selling town And this man on boat came and danced with us. And we said, "You're fun, man. You got bigger ship. You know we're little boys on a skitter." I'm using boat terms, I think, hopefully. And then man danced with us, and we said, "Ahoy, let's go." And we tried to take man with us, and man murdered us. And that's not fun.
No.
Then we come back from Death Boat, and man continues to murder us because we spawned 10 minutes away from man. And what the fuck, Rare? No.
Yeah. That was very eloquently said, Caleb. That was our most recent experience with griefing.
I still love Sea of Thieves, regardless of man with boat and dance moves.
I'm very much looking forward to that, and I think and I think that's just like a small example though of griefing and how it happens in every game, especially open world games where players are left to do whatever they want with little guidance, because what else are you gonna do but be a jerk to someone?
Well, yeah, I mean, even games like Overwatch where you're getting trolled, I think, is a much less creative way of griefing. It's still a form of it, though. But I'm more intrigued by griefing in a game like Grand Theft Auto, which we fucked around with and are probably going to fuck around with in about 14 minutes. Catch us there. But
that's right.
Yeah, it's great. I fucking love being a sneaky dick in that game.
Yeah, GTA has some prime griefing. That's I think there's multiple levels of it, like we were saying, and GTA allows for a much more playful style of griefing where it's like for instance, we were in a mission yesterday, and Caleb, our guest, my co-host Caleb here was like, "What if I start obeying all the traffic laws on this timely mission where we borrowed someone else's fancy car?"
Someone who was like level 4,000 and we're like level 5.
Yeah. Caleb quickly jumped into his car to become the driver before the guy could get to his own car, and then started driving like 20 miles an hour in GTA, which is the worst. And I thought that was great because we still got to the objective, sort of. Maybe not quite.
Then I drove his car straight into the ocean.
That was more on the sour side of grief. Would you call it sour?
No, it didn't ruin the mission or kill anybody. I still uphold that's positive griefing, but then he became a negative griefer because he kept camping and killing us.
That's true, yeah.
And we had to switch servers.
And he suicided on the mission where one death would have ended it. So we were positive griefing. He was negative griefing. I think that's right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so them's my thoughts on griefings pretty much.
Oh, wow. There's so much more, though. How do we combat it?
But we're just starting that conversation, dog.
Oh, right.
Yeah. How do you combat it? Have fun griefing. Stop being a dick and just enjoy games for the beautiful weirdness that they are.
Is there a way for developers to combat it, do you think? Like a limiting factor? Like in Sea of Thieves, we were stuck on a respawn loop where they could just keep killing our boat because we couldn't get to it before they shot it.
Yeah, I mean, Lieutenant Eagle Eye from our friend's game media group, Ombre Gaming, was talking about it the other day, and he had a good point of like limited servers and having the idea to like option to do like a private server and stuff like that. I think those are all very good options. I don't know what you would do if you want full interaction with other people. I think that's kind of the risk you take being in that scenario. And I do feel like if the game has an option for you to play private in the way that you want to, I think that is a good enough move on the developer's part. Again, if you're putting yourself in a public situation with people, it's, you can be harassed anywhere. You're just getting harassed the same way you would be getting harassed anywhere. And you have other options of places to go. You're just choosing not to go there and get angry about it. And again, those people are being dicks, so you have a right to get angry about it. But maybe have fun with it.
Yeah, just grief them back harder, maybe?
Yeah, although when it comes to a point where like you're getting griefed by people who are way higher level than you and you just have no chance and they're like spawn camping you and shit like that, turn your game off, restart it, and like give up on it, because there's no point like dealing with that frustration.
Go hit the bathroom for yourself. Stretch
because
your
you're so
legs,
angry from
griefing.
That's right.
I know when I get angry. When I get angry, I have to urinate typically, which brings us back to urination, and if in fact it is cannibalism if you drink it. I don't know.
I think any consumption of bodily materials is cannibalism.
Every
time I drink blood, my dad says you're gross. And I say, no, Father. Usually because it's in like a very dark basement, and I have a bunch of like naked heathen men around me. and they're all
That's right.
chanting blah 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 blah.
You live a strange life, Caleb. You really
Wednesdays.
do. Wednesdays, am I right?
Yeah, it's literally just Wednesdays. Every other day, like tomorrow's disco day, so there's no dark basement. It's just people on roller skates going
Still
around
blood, though.
the disco.
Still very much the blood.
There's always blood everywhere.
There's always blood.
I can't escape the blood hotel that is my body. Have you ever thought of your body as a blood hotel? Let's get on that tangent. Hell yeah. Blood hotel bodies.
I
by
haven't,
Sasquatch
but
Armada.
I think you've come up with a new like just general medical description of the human body.
Yeah, I'm gonna write the medical board of Trump. He'll probably put it in a book because he doesn't know what books are.
He likes
and
hotels
then
too.
I'll get famous for Blood Hotel. We don't endorse Trump here at Sasquatch Armada. We actually de-endorse Trump. So
Yeah, I think that's called.
Just to be clear,
Dindorse. I don't know. Dindorse.
It's called
Dundorse.
saying he's a twat piece of shit.
Yep, he's a little poopy man.
So yeah, at that point, I think our conversation started. So we're gonna open it up to questions on stream, and if not, ask random questions that totally have relevance to this situation.
That's right.
Yeah. So anybody
Stream?
out there, ideally people of the persuasion of praying mantises or long sleds. If you have
Any of you blood hotels out there have any
Yeah.
questions for us? We're
Hop in.
always ready.
I'll start it off with a good one though, Brian.
Okay, great. I can't wait.
If you were a baby kangaroo, what would be in your pouch?
Well, I'll tell you, Caleb. I've thought about this before. I would have a wrench.
Ooh, what kind of wrench?
And
like a socket wrench?
one of the simple little hand ones, because you always need a wrench. I've found in my time playing video games. And then I would also have.
So you're a video game playing baby kangaroo.
I would have a pistol.
Very violent baby kangaroo, it turns out.
Yep.
lot of home family problems from that kangaroo. All right.
That's what I would have.
I got you. I feel that.
So I'll ask you one that's also a bit more on topic.
Give me it.
Do you remember the first time you were griefed?
Oh no.
I can't honestly remember. I can remember some things where people have screwed me over.
The
I
first
guess it'd be
time I
griefing.
was fully aware of it was Sea of Thieves the other day because that guy was being a dick.
Yeah, we were so nice and they were so nice.
But I guess the first time I was ever spawn camped by somebody in something like Halo, I think that was the first game I got spawn camped in. Maybe
Halo would be prime. Yeah, I can see that happening.
I think spawn camping was my first encounter with griefing. For anyone who don't know what spawn camping is when you build a little campfire on top of an action figure of Todd McFarlane's Spawn, the edgy kind of superhero from the 90s.
Yep.
And the spawn camp.
Make nice little sticks with marshmallows on top, put them in the fire.
This is great. And then you invite all your forest friends over, and they're like, "Hey, I'd hang out here if you had an ugly ass couch, but you don't have an ugly ass couch, so I'm going back home." But then you trade in all your acorns, and you get an ugly ass couch, and that's next to your Todd McFarlane fire, and then your little forest raccoon friend comes and hangs out, and that's cool. And you're like, maybe I got something going here.
And then Smokey the Bear shows up and says, "Rare forest fires next to spawn figurines with camping are cool."
And then you fuck him to show him who's boss. Humans over bears.
Sorry, I thought it was blood hotels over bears, but yeah,
oh yes,
right.
I'm sorry. I gotta get used to it.
Yeah.
I know I coined it, but I'm not quite
It's
there
gonna
yet.
catch. It's gonna catch.
Okay, how about this, Brian?
Okay.
Apple, 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 orange?
No.
Huh. Fair.
Yeah. Do you have any more? That was a quick one. Sorry.
Yeah, I have tons more. A filthy child murderer gives you a gum stick. Save or chew?
Ooh. Is it wrapped?
Wrapped, and let me put this out there. It's also very delicious.
Oh fuck yeah! I would definitely eat that. Yeah, totally. Because here's the thing. Wait, what was it? Was it a child murderer?
Filthy child murderer.
Filthy child murder, but it was wrapped, so I would see. I think you would see how dirty he was by being filthy.
Oh yeah,
and then you
his
would
blood
see how
hotel's not getting on there because it's
his
wrapped.
blood hotels. It's not great looking. We know this. But if it's wrapped, it's like that shiny, shimmery silver material in which you would find a delicious piece of gum, I would assume. And I think the juxtaposition of extra filth with beautiful shiny shimmery would 100% make me really want that shiny shimmery. So yeah,
Dog,
I would chew.
You got it. You solved that problem. All right, I got one from Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Oh boy. Okay.
Also from Omer Gaming, who you should check out if you aren't.
Wait, you should answer this. I'll read it because I just answered.
Okay.
You ready? If you had to wear one pair of pants from a video game character, whose pants would they be?
Whoa.
Woo.
Shit, that's a good question, Steve.
Damn.
One pair of pants from a video game character.
Let's see if we can get a few a few video game characters that have cool pants.
Yeah, well, I've been playing Bayonetta recently, and she's kind of got like a whole bodysuit made out of her hair. But like, I know it's made out of her hair, but it's kind of got like a leather texture, and you know, it makes her body look good, but it also like looks real comfortable. So I think I'd be really down to be like sexy, comfortable, but like at like a moment's notice, I can just be like hair, and like I'm fucking nude with like this like giant ass mane.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Into that. Yeah.
I think, what if though, instead of having beautiful silky hair like that for your clothes, you had like really scruffy, scratchy beard hair.
Those were my pants? No, that would be horrible. Yeah. I would hate that.
That'd be pretty horrifying. Feel like you were walking in steel wool constantly.
I don't want that.
No.
How about you, Brian? What pants? What pants you putting on your bod?
Man, all I can think of is like Monster Hunter World because there's so many outfits and I don't want to go there. So,
dude, I'd put those Palo pants on. I'd put Palo anything on.
Those would be pretty comfortable.
Fluffy white cotton comfort from that to think of like dead man.
Pants. Who has cool pants in gaming history?
Metroid's got robot pants.
Robot pants would be cool. Mega Man.
Put them Lucio pants on.
Lucio pants would be pretty cool. I feel like I would go Mega Man pants because they have rockets on the feet, I think. So that's pretty easy.
Well, and Lucio pants, dog, they got skates on them and they can ride on walls. That's my new answer. I'm going back to Lucio pants.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun to be the to be a wall riding, jumping DJ would be super fun. And does that come from his pants?
Dude, everything comes from Lucio's pants. He's very pants-centric.
That's right.
All right, we got a couple more questions we can fit in, Brian. I got one for you. How about this one? Give Donkey Kong Kiss or be Mario Mistress?
I'm gonna go with Mario Mistress because I think you could get best of both worlds at that.
You think you're gonna get some side action from Donkey Kong while you're being Mario's mistress?
I think. Wait,
you're getting side action from both Nintendo characters then.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and take advantage of the situation and get to both. Mario Mistress, he's a pretty picky guy. He's only picked one person ever.
Yeah, very picky. I think that bolsters that argument.
Yeah, so very picky. So that means his taste is decent, which means his mistress probably is decent. In terms of it's not sexist. She's probably a wonderful person. I'm sorry. I'm blushing. I think so I would be her because I think she'd be a class act, and I think I would probably be able to get DK to be interested as well. Because I watch a lot of Bachelor.
You just have a monkey threesome with the plumber and you.
A monkey. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm into it. That's
Fling
a good
those
answer.
Bananas, because I'm involved.
Yo, DK, bring the bananas, dog. We're out of loot. Stop that. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I think that was pretty... It's a pretty good answer, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do too. I got two more for you, real quick.
Okay.
Does Stacey's mom still got it going on?
Nope. Never did.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I don't think that model in that music video was Stacey's mom either. I think that was a very misleading piece of pop culture.
I think you're probably right. Yeah. I don't know any Stacey's anyway, so I don't know if she has it going on, but I don't think she does.
All right, then last one, Brian. Charles Manson ventriloquist?
For some reason, all I can think of is Charles Barkley.
Okay, Charles Barkley ventriloquist.
Yes. He's a giant man. Anyone would be his puppet.
Wait. He's the ventriloquist of this. What if it was a bigger man? Who is the ventriloquist of Charles Barkley?
Charles Barkley? I feel like that is Charles Barkley because, like, have you ever seen him golf? Like his Charles Barkley golfing videos. You got to do
a lot
it.
of Charles Barkley videos, and they're all excellent.
Have you seen him golf? You've seen it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's incredible. He just like has the worst form of anyone, but maybe it's because the whole time he was a puppet. That's my theory. Charles Manson ventriloquist? Are you asking me, is Charles Manson a ventriloquist? Or how would he be as one?
What's typed in front of me has no explanation, just Charles Manson ventriloquist.
It's a conversation starter. Starter. I think Charles Manson in a way was a ventriloquist for the rest of his victims.
I don't know if I count any of Charles Manson's victims as really his victims.
They put the words into their mouths.
Conversate that starter. Huh?
I didn't quite understand.
Well, that's it for our first session of Conversation Starter. We're Sasquatch Armada, and thanks for tuning in. So you can follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, but our Twitters are our personal Twitters. So I'm at Caleb Latoile, and Brian is at Bisbeaux, spelled Bisbeaux. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing this, and we also stream games on Monday and Wednesday. And we make a lot of really dumb videos that we're very proud of and think are funny, so we would like for you to watch them as well.
Our most recent one was character creation mockery of Monster Hunter World.
Oh, it was great. We have the intro playthrough coming tomorrow too that we'll post to YouTube, and we don't have a URL yet because we're super famous, so just go to sasquatcharmada.com and it'll take you exactly there.
That's right.
But yeah, so we're, like Brian mentioned, we're about to jump on Twitch and start playing Grand Theft Auto with our friends at Ombre Gaming. Like we talked about, I will probably grief people, but in a fun and positive way.
It's very likely to happen.
I'm excited for it. It's going to be great. We've been meaning to do this for a minute. Now we're going to get the fuck into it.
That's right.
We're going to get so fucking into it. Tell me, what?
Thanks for watching and listening.
I haven't watched yet. I'll watch it when I edit it.
Okay.
But thanks for participating too, Brian. That's great. Cool.
Yeah, good job, everybody. We're going to switch over to GTA now. Thanks to no one for nothing.
Thanks to no one for anything.
Nothing.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.